There we go. Okay. All right. Let's jump right in. Let's talk about our main topic here. We're talking about tips and piecework functions, or wages, I should say, today. That's what we're kind of at. I want to continue that theme today to make sure that you are comfortable. I'm going to put 2 examples on the board, and if you guys feel good about it, I'll just turn you loose right in the homework. The homework's pretty straightforward. It's 10 problems total. That's all it is. 10 problems, 5 to each type. So the first type you're going to have, you're going to have ones that are about tips. So they're going to give you how many total hours you're working on some of the questions. So let's say you worked 14 hours as a waitress or waiter this week. So you're in a cafe and you're waiting tables. And the idea is you're getting so many tips. Now your pay, let's say that your average pay for this cafe is $3.75 an hour. So you're not making very much money per hour because they're probably betting on that you're going to make tips. So the tips you're getting that you're registering. And again, if you're doing this for tax purposes, make sure that you're documenting everything and that you're saving that money, because on taxes you do have to report tips and taxes now, up to I think it's like $250. So for tips, so here we go. So for your tips that you're going to have, let's say it's 120 on the first night. Second night you made $90, and the third night you made $57.60. And you're getting 3 nights of work. You didn't work very long, but you made a ton of tips just on your work for those 14 hours you had. And the question is, what is your total wages for this particular problem? So the number one thing you have to do, calculate your hourly rate. Okay, how much you're making without tips. So for me to do that, you're taking that 14 times the $3.75. This will be your wages, per hour. So doing a calculator here, and if you have a calculator out, you can do that. 375 times 14, what do we get? $52. So you're not making a lot of money for those 14 hours you worked. But the problem is you're getting a ton of tips. So you have to add the tips into your total. So you're going to take these 3 and combine them with that 52. So total, anyone happen to get it?
$320.10.
$320.10.
Yes.
Pretty big number. So, yeah. So you're making significantly more money than your average, pay scale would do. The tips are kind of making up everything. Now the book might just ask for what your total tips are. So pay attention to the question that they ask. Do they want just what your tips are? Do they want total wages? What is it giving you? Okay, do we feel comfortable with the first 5 like that? They're meant to be like super straightforward. You'll probably get it done before the end of class.
Yes.
We're good? Okay, second type. I'm gonna leave that up there so you can use that. Second type, piecework. All right, so now, on the piecework, they're gonna give you a table. I'm gonna try to mimic this table for you so you kind of know what you need to do. They're gonna give you a table where they're gonna have so many parts you made in this week. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And they had this like mock table in front, like that. Okay? This is the total number of parts that you had. In one of the spots, they had your piecework rate. Your rate per item. And then in this last is your total wages. So this is what the chart's going to look like. I'm just going to give you an example. If we need to do a second one, I'll do it. So what they're going to give you is certain numbers. Let's say like on Monday you made 15 items, Tuesday you made 12, Wednesday you made 17, Thursday you made 20, and Friday you made 15 again. Those are the items you're producing. Okay? Your total is you have to add up all of those together to get how many total items did you actually produce for that week. So obviously if I'm doing 15, 12, 17, 20, and 15, I'm making 79 items total. So you're gonna have to go find that. That's the 15, 20, 17, 12, and 15. Now, piecework rate. They will provide you this number. They're gonna tell you that Maybe you're getting paid $4.15 per item. Per item produced. That's a pretty good rate. They will tell you the rate that you have. It'll change per problem. So $4.15. So $4.15 times the 79 items that I produced. So if I multiply these two things together, this is how I'm getting this number right here, and I'm getting a total of $327.85. Again, you take the number of items you produced times the piecework rate. Questions on that one? Does everyone understand the table they're going to give you? Yeah. Okay. All right. So here's your homework today, because it's really straightforward. Like, it's not hard at all. Okay, it's page 12. I need to give you the right page. Okay, so page 12 you're doing 1 through 5. And page 14 you're doing 1 through 5. So page 12, 1 through 5. And page 14, 1 through 5. That's it. Didn't promise, as I promised. I believe they're both exercise A's.
We're the only consumer class?
Yep. So exercise A and exercise Exercise B. All right, this is due on Wednesday. Just so you know. Okay, I'm going to turn you loose. I'll put it up on the board. If you did not turn in that page 10 last week, it's technically late. That was due last Friday. I'm going to put up the new one up here. Page 10 and page 11 was due last week. So. So, page 12, 1 through 5.
Good point.
Page 14, 1 through 5. That is B.
What?
This is due on Wednesday.
No, we only have it on Wednesdays.
September.
Okay.